It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? Now listen, man, you can tap in and you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest, and I suggest you tap in. So let's get right into it. Now listen, you already know time, energy, the highest forms of currency, my G. I know they got you out here chasing the bag, chasing that money, chasing that moolah, getting to that guap, stacking that paper, that cheddar, that mozzarella. But always keep it in the front of your mental Rolodex that time and energy are the highest forms of currency, my G's, at all times. Is what it is and it'll be what it's going to be. Big salute to my day one investors. Everybody that's highly invested in the channel understands that we are growing this channel organically. Listen, man, constant elevation. We are on our way to the top, well over 30,000 subscribers, 30,000 strong here at Grown Man Business TV. You know what I mean? Even bigger salute to all my newcomers, all my new investors, everybody that's making their way to the Realest channel on YouTube. Yeah, I said that. The Realest channel on YouTube. Listen, man, I carved out a lane for the real, and I'm the only one in it. So do me a favor, you know what I mean? Wipe your feet off when you walk into this big house. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure your notification bells are ringing every time I hit this live button because it is the realest. The realest. I'm talking pure dope, straight off the brick into the bottles. Straight off the brick into the bottles, my G. And I'm going to explain to y'all what the realest mean since some of you YouTubers is asking that particular question. What does that mean? What do you mean by that? Well, we going to talk about that. Big salute to the chat, man. You already know how we giving it up. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know, it's a lot to talk about. We gonna talk about what's going on in these YouTube streets. We gonna talk about what's going on in the industry as we speak right now. So listen, man, again, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Make sure your notification bells are on loud every time I hit this, you know what I mean, this live button. Now listen, man, you already know what we got to do. First things first, big salute to the chat. Dresky, I see you in here. You know what I mean? Big wrenches. You already know, before we get into this topic, before we talk about what's going on here at Grown Man Business TV, I got to customize some things for y'all. Because one thing for sure, and two things, hold on. You already know, hold on. Let's look at this. I want y'all to look now. Salute to the chat. What's going on right there? Bow. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You not about to come into my comment section, Twitter fingers, typing away, talking away, asking Grown Man Business all type of questions for free, baby. Listen to me. You see I got these. Listen, man, this is the Unk attire right here. You ain't talking to Unk for free, baby. So hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and you can talk all you want in the chat. But if you ain't goddamn subscribed to the channel, then get in the back of the class. Ain't nothing to talk about. Ain't nothing to, oh yeah, I got that linen on today. I'm Unk. Yeah, tell your mama I said what's going on. How your grade? You got everything going good in college? Don't worry about that. Tell your mama GMB TV said, hey. Yeah. You know when you see Unk at the cookout, at the family reunion. You know what I mean? You get the dad chop, what's going on, baby? Everything good? Listen, don't worry about that. Tell your mama I said, hey. Tell her I had that shit on too. Yeah, I had that on, that linen. Big salute to the channel. We'll give y'all a few minutes to get in here. But you got to make sure you subscribe to the channel if you want to talk to me. Now, we're going to talk more, man. We're going to really get into this. I want to talk to y'all. You know, RIP to Irv Gotti, man. You know, before we get into what's really going on, what I really want to elaborate on, I want to say RIP to Irv Gotti. You know what I'm saying? You know, like it or not, right? Irv Gotti, he laid out the blueprint for the soundtrack of a large portion of my life. I want to say it like that. You know, Murder Inc., Jay-Z, DMX, you know, these artists and these songs played a major part in the soundtrack to my upbringing. You understand what I'm saying? And to see that Irv Gotti passed away, you know, it was kind of disturbing. You know, salute to Bullets Gotti. I believe Bullets Gotti was the first content creator that I saw on YouTube to bring that news and let us know exactly what went down with Irv. But I gotta say, man, you know, Irv Gotti is a hip hop legend. Irv Gotti is a producer. He's a, you know, he wore many hats when it comes to hip hop. And, you know, he had his hand in the pot on a lot of classics on a lot of songs that you dance to, a lot of songs that you vibe to. You know, he just really played a major role in that transfer of energy when it came to the 90s to the early 2000s. You know, Murder Inc., Ja Rule, Ashanti. I mean, he really constructed a different sound, that Murder Inc. sound. And I think that, you know, the only thing any and everybody should be doing that's within the hip hop culture is just saying RIP, paying homage and paying respects to the work that he did in his culture. You know, I think it's nasty work, some of the things that I'm seeing in regards to Irv Gotti and the passing away of a hip hop legend. And I'm going to talk about that. But before I get even into that, I want to go a little bit deeper into what's going on and what happened with Irv Gotti. They say he had 2 strokes. You know, type A or type B diabetes. And it really, you know, the downloads started downloading. And the downloads told me to tell y'all, if you're going to listen or not, I got to give you this game. The food is poison. The water, the juice, the air, the fruit, everything has been poisoned. Everything has been compromised. Everything. I don't care if it has organic on it. I don't care if it's fruit. I don't care what it is. It has all been compromised. It has all been compromised. We are living in a day where we are at war. It's a war going on outside that no man is safe from. And when I say a war, I'm talking from all angles, multiple different angles, homie. I told y'all, never fall for the double cross. Keep your eyes open for the triple cross. And the triple cross is the food, my G. It's the water. It's the air. We are in a Cobra clutch right now with the higher-ups and the elites. A Cobra clutch. We are in a position that we are absolutely too far in. We are in too deep. There is no turning back. The only way to go is war. I always tell y'all this. The next step has to be war. It has to tear down. We have to destroy and rebuild. The food is poison. When you got a 54, 52-year-old man having 2 strokes. Why am I saying this? To all my youngsters, to all my grown men, to anybody that's invested in the channel, the only option that we have at this moment is called moderation. We already know the food is poison. We already know it's everything got chemicals in it. Everything has been compromised. The only thing that we can do is eat and drink in moderation. That means little by little. That means don't eat too much. Don't get too full. On top of eating in moderation, the downloads is downloading, and the downloads is telling me to tell y'all fasting. Listen, man, before we get into the fun part, before I really give you some real game and we start chopping down these trees, what I'm gonna tell you is fast. 3 days, 4 days. Munch on a little bit of fruit, but fasting. Fasting, my G, is the only way to counteract these diseases that's gonna come from this poisonous food. That's the only way to counteract. I don't care if it's organic. I don't care if it's a salad. Everything has been compromised. That salad got pesticides on it. Those lettuce got pesticides on it. That fruit got pesticides on it. Everything you eat has been compromised. The only thing you can do is stop eating. Stop eating. Fast. RIP to a hip-hop legend, Irv Gotti. And with everything that's going on, with everything that everybody's saying, everybody got an opinion, everybody got something to input. I have not heard nobody talk about what really went down with Irv Gotti. I ain't heard nobody give no real game on how to counteract that. How to avoid that. Working out is good. Working out is cool. But if you overeat and poison, you ain't gonna work out enough. It ain't enough working out you can do if you've been eating poison in the morning, poison in the afternoon, and poison at night. They lied to us. You ain't supposed to eat 3 times a day. I eat maybe 1 time a day, 1 solid time. Sometimes I cheat. I'm not perfect. But you got to understand something. I'm not my size and my weight, and I ain't got this physique because I work out. I got this physique because I fast. I fast, homie. Now, with that being said, because again, you know, you come here for the real, and ain't nobody giving you the real. Ain't nobody speaking the truth. The food is poison, homie. The water is poison. The air is poison. There's no way around it. They got us in the Cobra clutch. There's no way around it. The only way around it is to fast. Do everything in moderation. You smoke, you need to do that in moderation. You eat, you need to do that in moderation. You drink, you need to do that in moderation. Everything in moderation. Moderation means small bits and pieces. Small bits and pieces, homie. Now that we got that out there, now that that is what it is and it'll be what it's going to be, R.I.P. to Irv Gotti. Now, I want to move on to 50 Cent. 50 Cent, you're going to get the majority of this video. It is what it is and it'll be what it's going to be. R.I.P. to Irv Gotti. R.I.P. to a hip-hop legend. But I was recently on YouTube and on Instagram, and I saw that 50 Cent dissed the dead. 50 Cent said he's smoking that Gotti pack. Now, a lot of downloads downloaded when I saw that. Absolutely nasty work. That 50 Cent thought that it was cool. He thought that it was fly. He thought that it was something, you know, some kind of cool points saying that he was smoking the Gotti pack. He said that. 50 Cent, a grown-ass man. Being as though this is Grown Man Business TV, the message is real. You know, this is the issue with these puppets in the industry. This is what got to be called out when it come to these rappers and these actors rapping and tapping, spitting and skitting. Because the same dude is going to tell the youngsters, right? Don't diss the dead. Don't talk like that. Don't talk like this. You know what I'm saying? X, Y, and Z. Even when it come to your enemies, X, Y, and Z. Don't diss the dead. But see, the same dudes and same puppets telling the youth not to do something, they'll turn right around and do it. They'll turn right around and do it. So you telling the youth and the youngsters to be easy. Don't talk like this. You know, don't do that. But then 50 Cent, a mogul in the culture, a mogul, a hip-hop legend in his own right, will diss the dead, homie. He didn't have enough coof about himself to just not say nothing. And it's a lot going on with 50 Cent that's exposing him to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all rock with 50. Everybody love 50 Cent's music. 50 Cent been standing on a certain, you know, certain principles and a certain mentality for a long time. For a long time. You know? So a lot of us expected 50 to do that. We did. We expected 50 to do something for some attention on the, you know, at the expense of Irv Gotti passing away. But I thought to myself, I was just hoping that, you know, he was going to take another route. He was going to take another route. That was nasty work. And again, we got these puppets talking to the youngsters. We got these puppets influencing the culture. And we don't want to say out of our mouth that these puppets are put in position to cause confusion and cause chaos. These puppets ain't here to represent us. These puppets is in place to cause confusion and chaos. Big salute to the chat, man. 200 in here. Hit that like button. Respectfully, we gonna talk about Fifth, man. We gonna talk because I wanna really talk about the whole relationship and what we see going on between Fifth and Irv Gotti, the late Irv Gotti. I want to keep it all the way 100 because a lot of you content creators, a lot of you rappers, I see that y'all looking for 50 to save y'all. Let me keep it 100. A lot of these YouTubers and these content creators, they want 50 Cent to save them. You want to get holed out. You looking to be the next Tony Yayo or the next, the next Uncle Murder. You want 50 to hold you out. Y'all doing anything for 50 Cent's attention at this present moment. If nobody gonna speak on it, I'ma speak on it. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. That's why you gotta know something. A lot of the things that happened with Diddy, it wasn't even his. These dudes want to get holed out. They see a man with success. They see a man with money. They see a man with fame and fortune, and they're willing to do anything to get his attention, just like a hoe, just like a female. So nobody really want to talk about the realness. Nobody want to say this, but that's why you come to Grown Man Business TV. Why nobody want to say, right, that 50 Cent took Ja Rule's whole blueprint and went to the top? 50 Cent don't like Murder Inc. He don't like Ja Rule. He don't like Irv Gotti. But 50 Cent went at Ja Rule for singing and then turned around and did a whole bunch of singing. Why nobody want to acknowledge that? Why nobody want to give Ja Rule and Irv Gotti their credit for that? What are we talking about? Y'all want to get holed out. Y'all want 50 Cent to take care of y'all. I see you bloggers. Oh, I see y'all. I see how y'all moving. Y'all excited right now. Y'all excited. Y'all want to do what you do. Just understand, this is Grown Man Business TV over here. We don't do that. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. 50 Cent is the first New York artist to bite the style of North, out west, and down south. 50 Cent is the first artist that I ever seen get in a rap battle and then take his opponent whole style and make millions of dollars. Ja Rule used to be singing, homie. Ja Rule had that melody. It was the Murder Inc. way. And what 50 Cent do? 21 girl. I know you like my style. Like 50 been rapping like he was from Virginia the whole time. And salute to 50 Cent because we all love his music. I grew up on his music. You understand what I'm saying? And I respected what he was doing. But even back then, I always said to myself, how was you dissing Ja Rule for being a singer and you a singer? Not only are you a singer, but you a New Yorker that's rapping like you from down south. You a New Yorker that's rapping like you from the West Coast. You a New Yorker that's taking everybody's style and running with it. Come on, man. I know y'all don't like the real, but that's why you come to this channel. 50 Cent took Ja Rule's whole style, homie, and ran with it. You know what I'm saying? He even said in some of his rhymes, he rapped like a Southerner. He rapped like he from down south. Now, I see, and we're going to get back into this part right here, because I ain't done with this. We're going to talk about this. Because when I saw 50 Cent diss Irv Gotti, I said to myself, why would you do that? Why would you disrespect the dead? The same dude that produced the artist that you was able to take his blueprint and go to the next level. Why not pay homage? Why not show love? Yeah. For all you youngsters that don't know, Ja Rule was the first singing rapper that we ever knew. Ja Rule inspired 50 Cent to rap. 50 Cent biting on Ja Rule's whole style inspired Drake to sing and rap. A lot of you youngsters don't understand that Ja Rule is the blueprint for this, for the most of you, the majority of these rappers that y'all listen to right now with these harmonies and these melodies. Ja Rule is the blueprint for that. 50 Cent had to destroy Ja Rule so that he could take that and run with it. And y'all let that happen. Again, a bunch of New York shit. You know what I'm saying? A bunch of New York politics that nobody wanna address it. Everybody just wanna, select politic. And we gonna talk more about this because 50 Cent, we gonna talk today. I'm not the YouTuber. Nah, we not doing no glazing, homie. I know y'all got 24-hour glizzy stands out there in New York City. And I see a lot of you YouTubers and a lot of you rappers and artists, I see y'all at the glizzy stand. You done woke up 3 in the morning and you at the glizzy stand. New York City got 24-hour glizzy stands. And a lot of you dudes is at the glizzy stand right now. What we talking about? Ja Rule is the blueprint. Now, I wanna play something because I know a lot of y'all, a lot of you New Yorkers, y'all not gonna want to accept this. Y'all not gonna want to really, y'all gonna say I'm hating, and there ain't no way I could be hating with this uncle. Look, I got the uncle shirt on right now. I got the family reunion. You know what I mean? Forest Green family reunion. And let me tell you something real quick. Salute to the youngsters. You know what I mean? When you come up to me and you say, God, now, you know what I'm saying? Unc, what it do? Unc this, unc that. I'm going to ask you where your mama at. I'm going to ask you how your mama been doing, boss. When I got this type of shirt on right here, I'm going to give you some money for your grades. Did you make all A's? Everything good? Where your mama at? When I just wanted to let you know, when I got this type of linen on, this is the Unc at the family reunion, Forest Green. When I got this type of linen on, I'm going to tuck the chains in. You know when you run up on Unc got all that gold tucked in. He ain't got nothing showing. It's all tucked in. That mean I'm going to ask where your mama or where your auntie at. I'm going to take a couple of dollars. You got all A's? Here you go. Go get yourself some J's. Hey, tell your mama you seen Unc. And tell your mama I had that shit on. Yeah. Tell your mama I had that shit on. Is what it is and it'll be what it's going to be. But let's get back to the topic at hand. Let's get back to the issue at hand. A lot of you New Yorkers is going to say to me, I'm hating on 50 Cent. Well, I want y'all to listen to 50 Cent. I want y'all to listen on how 50 Cent will listen to your music, bite your style, and make a hit record off of it. And we going to move forward. Because this is what 50 Cent did to Ja Rule. This is why I didn't respect you dissing Irv Gotti, talking about you smoking the Gotti. Nigga, you 60 years old talking about you smoking the Gotti pack. Absolute embarrassment to the culture, man. Nasty work. You 60 years old talking about you smoking the Gotti pack. Well, let's talk about this. Big salute to the chat. Let's listen. Listen up.
Sometimes the music is... Look, I would be able to look at someone else's record and make my version of the record when the right production came out. And it would be a hit again. Like when Nelly's going, it's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. I am getting so hot, I want to see your clothes. That's why I gave Pink On Fire. I wrote the chorus for that. It's on fire, up in here. It's burning hot, we on fire. Shorty, take it off. If it get too hot, up in this spot, we on fire.
50 gave me all the cheat codes today, boy.
You see what I'm saying? Now, that is a prime example of what I'm talking about. You understand? So I just wanted to throw that out there. Fifth just said out his own mouth, he going to listen to your song, he going to reconstruct it, and he going to make a hit. Nelly, that's the Midwest right there. So he listened to It's Getting Hot in Here, so take off all your clothes. And then he reconstructed it and he made "It's on fire up in here. It's burning hot. We on fire." Jocking and biting. 50 Cent is the first New York rapper to come down south, go out Midwest, and steal our style. And make millions of dollars with it. 50 is the first one, bro. Now you wonder why all these New York rappers sound like they from Atlanta. They rap like they from North Carolina. They rap like they from Virginia. They rap like they from everywhere except for New York. Is because 50 did that. 50 did that. Big salute to the chat. I mean, I'm not taking nothing from him, homie. I ain't taking nothing from 50. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying it's genius. I ain't saying it's not. What I am saying is, you know, Ja Rule gave 50 the blueprint to go to the next level. Let's go a little deep into this. You had Ghetto Quran, you had Power of the Dollar. 50 Cent and the G Unit had momentum in a movement like no other in New York City. Like, you gotta understand, this is something you had to be alive for. Salute to them. Good. I grew up through that era, the 50 Cent era. You know what I mean? The mixtape era. I remember that shit like it was yesterday. You know what I mean? So, you know, I'm not taking nothing from 50. But that type of momentum is not what was going to take him to the top. He had to take that momentum and go out west. He had to take that momentum and come down south. He had to take that momentum and leave New York City. Big salute to that. You know what I mean? But I just wanted to throw that out there that, you know, Ja Rule is the blueprint. Let's pay homage, B. Let's be real, New York. Ja Rule is the blueprint. 50 is a robber. 50 is a gangster. 50 is gonna take something. If he see it, he gonna take it. And that's what he did. He took that. He took that style. He started singing. If I would you still love me? What it do? Would you still hug me? Like, that's. Now I want to go somewhere else with this. Big salute, you know. Big salute to the culture. The culture for reaching out and wanting and yearning for the real and reaching out to the truth, to the truest and the realest. Understanding that just because you got millions and you might be on top or you might be X, Y, and Z, the real is the real. There's no way around the realness. No way around. Look, listen to him. Listen to him.
Look, I would be able to look at someone else's record and make my version of the record when the right production came out. And it would be a hit again. Like when Nelly's going, "It's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. I am getting so hot, I want to take your clothes." That's why I gave Bank On Fire. I wrote the chorus for that. It's on fire up in here. It's burning hot. We on fire. Shorty, take it off. If it get too hot up in this spot, we on fire.
R.I.P. to Irv Gotti, because we're gonna have conversation. This is hip hop culture we talking about. And no, homie, DMX and Ja Rule's situation was over the voice, the tone of the voice. You understand what I'm saying? The sound of the voice. DMX felt like Ja Rule sounded like him. He was right. You know what I'm saying? In a lot of ways, you know, DMX inspired Ja Rule. And I'm glad you said that, because now I can break that down. Because Ja Rule and DMX was having such a clash, they was having such a back and forth, it was becoming a problem that DMX felt like Ja Rule sounded and looked like him. Ja Rule figured out and got his own style. What he did was he grew his hair out. Now Ja Rule got cornrows and he got this curly fro instead of having a bald head or a low cut like DMX, right? That was number one. Number two is he stopped doing the gangster rap. He started singing. And when he started doing those melodies, yo, I can't even, when Ja Rule started singing, Murder Inc. went to the top. I mean, when Ja Rule started singing, I'm telling y'all, I'm trying to give y'all some game for you youngsters that wasn't around. The whole industry started hating on Ja Rule. Oh, he's a singing rapper. You know, he's soft. You know, this dude he think he can sing. What is he doing? Ja Rule was the first rapper that started doing those melodies and started bringing that shit. Yo, killed the game, son. And then when you add now you add Ashanti. You know, Ashanti, you know, like Pocahontas. You got this beautiful girl with this long hair and you know, this Indian look, and they singing together. Always on time. Well, don't get me to start singing, nah. But I'm just saying though. 50 Cent was watching that whole movement. 50 Cent was listening, instilling, and reconstructing. And the only way 50 was going to be able to do that to the level he wanted to do it is that he had to destroy Ja Rule. Now y'all can understand why 50 was going so hard. Now y'all really can understand why he was really going so hard. You know what I'm saying? Like 50 really wanted Ja Rule out of here. And that's going to lead me into my next angle, right? Because I'm seeing something else on this YouTube that I want to address. Either y'all wasn't around for this or y'all just not knowledgeable, but we was around for the mixtape era, and we know what. So a lot of these YouTubers is saying, you know, 50 Cent, you know, what, you know, they shot him. They shot him 9 times. Why wouldn't you expect them? They shot him 9 times. And see what y'all not understand. Who shot 50 Cent 9 times? It wasn't Irv Gotti. It wasn't Ja Rule. They ain't have nothing to do with 50 Cent getting shot 9 times. So all you YouTubers out here saying that 50 Cent, you know, deserves to act and move the way he's moving because he got shot 9 times, y'all don't know what the hell y'all talking about. Ja Rule ain't have nothing to do with that. Irv Gotti ain't have nothing to do with 50 Cent taking 9 shots. They just wanted to do music, homie. And 50 was hating, bro. And I mean, I want to break this shit down. 50 was hating. He was mad that Supreme was funding and backing Murder Inc. 50 was saying, yo, I'm realer than them. I'm really in the streets. I really sold crack. I'm really one of those street dudes. Why don't you fuck with me? And Preem is just saying, I don't care about none of that. These dudes is hot right now. Irv Gotti doing the beats. Ja Rule, he's singing. He done found the lane. And I'm rocking with them. 50 hating on Ja Rule. He's saying, yo, I'm from Queens. You know what I mean? I'm from Queens. I sell crack. I'm getting money. Like, yo, I'm cool with the Supreme team. I'm cool with Black Just and all that. I want to rap too. I want to make it. I want to get out the ghetto. And 50 was hating on Ja Rule. So being as though 50 was jeopardizing Supreme's investment because he was doing things. He was hating, bro. He was absolutely flat out hating on Ja Rule. Not only that, 50 did Ghetto Quran. We heard this all the way down in VA, homie. These mixtapes made it to Norfolk, Virginia. These mixtapes made it to the 757. And even when I heard that shit as a youngster, I said to myself, he breaking the rules, man. That shit is against the code, what he's doing. 50 was the first rapper I ever heard ratting on wax, telling, snitching on wax. He was the first rapper I ever heard do that. And as soon as I heard that song, homie, I knew he was telling. I knew he was telling, B. I don't care, again, with the select politics and all of that. The select politicking in New York is the reason why New York fell off. It's the reason why y'all fell off, B, because y'all select politic. Everybody in VA said that 50 was talking. Listen, my OGs was telling us youngsters, don't do that. Yo, what the fuck? You heard that? You heard that 50 Cent, that Power of the Dollar mixtape? Yeah, we heard that. Don't do that. Because we was all in the studio. We was all rapping. We was all, doing our freestyles and we listening and we influenced by the culture, and we loving this shit. And my OGs in Virginia told us, don't do that. 50 Cent had to get checked by Allen Iverson for talking too much on wax. And I'm going to talk about that in a few minutes. Let's stay right here on Ghetto Quran. Let's stay right here on New York business, because I'm going to go to Virginia business too. I'm going to go to Virginia business too, homie. 50 Cent been telling. He been telling. 50 Cent, these young boys that's telling on wax, these young boys that's rapping about bodies and murders and crimes and drugs on wax, 50 Cent is the first rapper I ever heard do that. Ghetto Quran. 50 Cent said, Preem is the businessman and Prince was the killer. What? Let me say that again. I don't care about nothing else in the song. I don't care about nothing else in the song. 50 Cent said out his mouth, Preem is the businessman and Prince is the killer. Now hold up. Let's get into this. In real life, Preem is the head of one of the biggest drug organizations in New York history, the Supreme Team. So he's obviously the businessman, right? And his nephew, or his family, Prince, is a real hitman, a real killer. Really got bodies in the streets. Nigga, this is not a movie. This is not Power. This is not BMF. This is real life. And then you go on wax and you tell the police, the hip hop police and the federales, the CIA and all of that Preem is the businessman and Prince was the killer. That's why 50 Cent took 9 shots. That's why. That's why. And I know you New York niggas is gonna say, yo, he didn't do this. No, that's snitching, homie. That's telling. And because y'all like to select politic, y'all don't want to acknowledge that. He said that Supreme, who is the head CEO of the biggest drug organization in New York or Queens history, the Supreme Team, he told, why would you even say their name, homie? Why would you even say their name on wax? Why would you identify their titles in that drug organization on record? Why would you do that? Somebody got to answer that question. Somebody need to talk to that and ask him why he would do that. What made him do that? Because he was telling. Because he was dry snitching. We all, even back then, we knew the feds was listening, homie. We knew something. You don't do certain shit on wax. Back then, they called it the hip-hop police. The hip-hop police. Now, again, in Virginia, we heard these mixtapes, and the OGs on our block told everybody, don't get caught doing that. No, but I mean, he didn't do that. Nah, nigga. And then guess what? Soon enough, his ass got lit up. He got shot. And we all was like, oh, they was right. Don't ever do that. That's telling, bro. You told on them. Indirectly, you told on them. You put a stamp on what the federales already knew. You put a stamp on what the federales was already thinking. We think Preem is the leader because everybody's calling Preem. We've been hearing word in the street that dude got shot, and that dude got shot by Prince. Well, it's looking like Prince is the killer. Well, if we listen to 50 Cent, if we listen to Curtis Jackson, Preem is the businessman, Prince is the killer. Now, this where in Virginia, we knew it was official. That's New York business that we got wind of. But when 50 Cent, it was on, what's the name of that album, man? Hold on real quick. Hold on real quick. Damn. The name of 50 Cent had the album The Massacre. There you go. The name of the album is The Massacre. 50 Cent got a song up there. The Ski Mask Way. I can't think of the song. But he talks about Allen Iverson. And he says in this particular song, I can look it up and figure it out, or y'all can look it up. But he says in this particular song that he came down to Newport News, Virginia. He got with Allen Iverson, and Allen Iverson homies sold him a couple of guns, a few Macs, a few Nines, a few clips. And he said Allen Iverson's name in the song. He said, I came to Virginia, and Allen Iverson, his family, sold me some guns down there in Virginia. What? What? And if you do your research, Allen Iverson reached out to 50, and he said, homie, don't ever do that. Like, what are you doing? Why would you do that? Like, this is real street activity. This ain't like rhyming and spitting and skitting. You know, these is my real family that sold you them guns. Don't never do that again. And 50 Cent back in those days somewhat apologized. I think it was on MTV. It was something like that where he addressed that. And he put it out there, y'all. I was just rapping. And, you know, Iverson reached out to me. And it was nothing like that. And he said, you know, he came down to Newport News. And Virginia is a big pussy waiting to get fucked. He said that as well. Iverson checked 50 Cent. This is before internet. This is before social media. So I wanted to put that out there that this Virginia business as well. This ain't just Virginia and New York shit. This Virginia business as well. But because you New Yorkers don't want to acknowledge it, y'all wanna be saved. You want 50 to save you, don't you? You want 50 to pull you in like Tony Yayo or Uncle Murder, right? You want to be up on the G Unit. You want to be close to 50. You want them to take care of you. You want them to give you some money and all of that. Y'all willing to select politic and let this man, nah, homie, because this going to go into the Big Meech situation. This is going to stem into the Big Meech situation. Come on, son. Preem is the businessman. Prince is the killer. You ratted, homie. That's one. Two, you tried to tell the people that Allen Iverson, because you know down in VA, we known for having them blickers. We known for having them scraps on us. We known for having that. And you told, you know what? Hold on. I ain't gonna find it, but I'm telling you, you do your research. You said Allen Iverson had to check you on that. Don't ever bring up my family. Don't ever bring up my legal dealings in the street on record. See, back in the day, it wasn't cool. It wasn't cool, homie, to talk that type of business on wax. And I'm going to tell you something before we move forward. You got to know that the feds listen to Ghetto Quran. Come on, son. You can't select politic. You got to know that the feds listen to every word of Ghetto Quran, that they will winded that shit back and listen to it again, that they will winded it back and they listen to it again. When you got a 50 Cent breaking down the ins and the outs of Queen's business, you got a 50 Cent breaking down the ins and the outs of the Supreme Team. Come on, man. What y'all doing, man? Nah. So if you want to deal with the fake, this ain't the channel for you. I can only give you that straight, pure dope, straight off the brick into the bottles. That's all I could do. That's all I can do. All right? With that being said, homie, 50 been talking on wax for a long time. 50 been talking to the hip hop police and the federales through rap, through wax, on hip hop for a long time. So I mean, it's almost like the pot calling the kettle black on what you doing with Big Meech, and we gonna get into that. How you gonna call Big Meech a rat? How you gonna break down this whole case with Big Meech? And you drop Ghetto Quran. Preem is the businessman. Prince is the killer. You said that, homie. You said that. You did that. Yeah, we stepping on everybody. And I'm going to do it in some clean linen. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm on the way, to a cookout or something. You know what I mean? When you see me tuck the chains in, if you see a grown man with the gold on top of his neck like that, and he asks where your mama or how your auntie been, you make sure you let him know how your mama and how your aunt. Hey, man, they'll go a couple dollars for your Jordans. Keep up with the good grades, homie. Keep up with the good grades. How your mama been? Tell your mama you seen G&B at the cookout. And tell your mama I had that shit on. Tell your mama you saw me, man. Tell her I said, hey. Woo! 50, with this, you really exposing yourself, man. It's really, your ways are being exposed, homie. You stole from Ja Rule. You took his whole goddamn style. You started singing on your tracks. You started singing on your records. You said in your own flow, you rap like you a Southerner. You rap like you from down south. You said that. So you stole from Ja Rule. You came down south. You stole from us down south. You went out through Nellyville. You stole from the Midwest. You was making songs, reconstructing the songs and shit. You said it, man. Hold on. I can't make this shit up, man. I ain't lying to y'all. 50, you said it out your own goddamn mouth. Hold on. You said it out your own goddamn mouth.
Look. A lot of times the music is, look, I would be able to look at someone else's record and make my version of the record when the right production came out. And it would be a hit again. Like when Nelly's going, it's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. I am getting so hot, I want to say get clothes. That's how I gave Pink On Fire. I wrote the chorus for that. It's on fire, up in here. It's burning hot, we on fire. Shorty, take it off. If it get too hot, up in this spot, we on fire.
We didn't know you did that. 50, man. You a wild motherfucking boy. Lloyd Banks, did you know he was stealing from Nelly? Come on, son. What are we doing? What are we talking about? Nah, Fifth, you got so you stole from down south. You stole from the Midwest. You went out to the West Coast, got with Dr. Dre. We not going, bro. You were doing a lot of stealing in hip hop. And you was talking on tracks, you was ratting, you was telling. You was telling, Fifth. Preem is the businessman. Prince was the killer. Let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all something. Salute everybody that know that song through and through. I heard Zip. I heard a bunch of other dudes on here. They were singing the Ghetto Quran song through and through. I'm going to tell you something. That's the only part I remember from the song. Because when I heard him say that, and I didn't know who the hell Prince was, and I didn't know who the hell Supreme was, but when I heard him say that, on that mixtape, I remember red flags. I was a young boy, but it was red flags everywhere. Because now, mind you, we in the streets at this time, homie. I'm running all over Norfolk, Virginia. I'm knee deep. I'm running through the streets where I'm from. Well known. And that shit right there, I'm saying to myself, like, that's what they doing in New York. He from New York, right? Yo, 50 Cent, he from New York. Yeah, he from New York. He from Queen. That's what they doing up there? Who the fuck is Prince? Who is Supreme? And when I got older, I said to myself, oh, okay. You telling, homie. You third person cooperation. That's third person cooperation right there. You know what I'm saying? You thought you was going to say it in the song and let me say something else, right? 50 been talking in these songs, son. You've been talking in these songs. You thought you was going to be able to slip that in there. Yo, it's just a rap song. Knowing the feds is listening, knowing they being investigated as the Supreme Team, and you thought you just, nah, man, nah. And let me give y'all one more example of 50 talking. We all love the song Many Men, right? Many men wish death upon me, blood in my eye, home and I can't see. I'm trying to be what I'm destined to be, and niggas trying to take my life away. Come on, that's a legendary song right there. I put a hole in the nigga for fucking with me. My back on the wall, now you gon' see. Better watch how you talk when you talking about me, cause I come and take your life away. Legendary song. But when he said this line right here, red flags, you know, we watching MTV, we listening. This is before social media. We had to go to URL TV, TRL, and we had to go to Rap City and BET to get our hands on these songs and see the visual. But he said Hamo shot me. 3 weeks later, he got shot down. Now it's real that I'm here for a real reason. Cause he got hit like I got hit, but he ain't fucking breathing. And I said to myself, well, why would you tell who shot you? Why would you say his name? It don't matter if he got shot down. It don't matter if he's breathing or not. Why would you tell on that man? So you was telling on the dead, you was telling on the living, you been telling. I don't care if he's dead or not. Terrence Gangster Williams said he told on the dead and everybody called him a rat. Hamo shot me. 3 weeks later, he got shot. Why do we need to know that Hamo shot you? Why would you tell us that? You been telling, bro. Nasty work, B. Yeah, and these downloads came to me when I read that Instagram post. You thought that shit was cute. You thought you was being cute. It's nasty work to see 50 Cent, like losing his integrity, bro. Losing his morals and his principles. Like to see 50 Cent move for the culture and move like 50 Cent used to do what he wanted to do. He was telling on wax before anybody. You gotta understand something. Nobody was doing this shit 50 was doing. He was a pioneer. 50 Cent was a pioneer, homie. And when I read that shit saying, I'm smoking on the Gotti. So you thought that was cute like them young niggas be doing. You thought that was cute like you thought you was a drill rapper or something. You smoking on a Gotti pack. So since you smoking on the Gotti pack, let's talk about all the telling you've been doing. Since you want to, you exposing Meech, and I respect that. I respect that. Meech is a rat. He's absolutely a rat, and we're gonna talk about that. But it take a rat to know a rat. It take a rat to know a rat. You knew what you was dealing with when you got in bed with Big Meech. You knew that Tammy's a rat. And we're going to talk about that. 444. More life, more prosperity. More health and wealth to the family. Health is wealth, homie. Word, salute to RIP to Irv Gotti. Health is wealth. Hamo shot me. 3 weeks later, he got shot down. Well, why the hell we need to know that Hamo shot? Why would you say that? Come on, man. Come on, man. These are the things that New Yorkers don't want to address. This is the select politicking that you New Yorkers don't want to. Irv Gotti ain't have nothing to do with you getting shot. Ja Rule ain't have nothing to do with you getting shot. You wanted Ja Rule's style. You wanted to be a singing rapper. You wanted to sing and you wanted to rap. You got what you got. And you just, listen, man, respectfully, man, you was telling, bro. You was telling on wax. What the fuck you saying they name for if you don't rock with them? Why would you do that? Preem don't rock with you. Prince don't rock with you. Why would you put their name in a song, homie? Why would you do that? Explain to me why you would do that. Other than ratting, telling, snitching, dry snitching. Third person cooperation is what you was into. Respectfully, huh? This right here is the realest you gonna get. This the realest you gonna get. And in these YouTube streets, homie, I gotta keep it 100. Ja Rule is the blueprint of that. Go listen to his old music. This nigga was dissing Ja Rule for singing and then got right on the next song and started goddamn singing. And we let that shit ride. We let him end Ja Rule career and then take his whole style. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. It is what it is and it'll be what it's gonna be. Homage shot me 3 weeks later, he got shot down. Why are you telling us who shot you? We don't need to know all that. Preem was this businessman, Prince was the killer. Oh, okay. Okay. And let's talk about, that's gonna segue me into this next angle. Big Meech. Now, I'm gonna rub some shoulder. Listen, man. I know it's gonna rub some of y'all the wrong way, but we don't have no choice but to talk about this and really address this. Now, hold on, cause I really want to bring this up. Hold on, cause this is nasty. B, salute to the chat, man. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Run them likes up. Nasty work. We're going to talk about. I got to do it, son. Now, Big Meech has been exposed as a rat by 50 Cent. 50 Cent has put Big Meech on blast. He's put Big Meech on blast. 50 Cent calls hold Big on. Meech. He called him a rat. You know what I'm saying? And hold on real quick, guys. He called him a rat, right? And he's exposing Big Meech. Now, before we get into that, I want to say this. Lil Meech, nasty work, man. Little Meech, that was nasty work in that text message. One thing for sure, 2 things for certain, man. Stop feeling so comfortable texting grown men. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you should have waited till you saw 50 in person. You should have made a phone call. You should have got your words and your wits together. And you should have stood on business for your daddy, homie. You should have stood on business for your daddy. That's just what I need to say to Lil Meech. All that taking your shirt off your back and all of that, you dudes want to get holed out. Y'all been holed out for the money. You know what I'm saying? And one thing for sure, 2 things for certain I can say about 50 Cent. He ain't one of them dudes that's willing to get holed out. That's why when P. Diddy told 50 he would take him shopping and he would pay for it, that's why 50 got so mad. Because that's a way of another man hoeing you out. But see, a lot of you dudes don't understand that because y'all ain't men. Y'all ain't grown men. Y'all got y'all got pheromones running through you. You got them feminine ways running through you. You understand what I'm saying? So you will let a man take you out and shopping and go to, Neiman Marcus and blow a bag with you and all that. You will let a man put you through acting school and be the reason why you making millions of dollars and be the reason for it. You got to be very careful how you move. And what you were supposed to do, Lil Meech, is you were supposed to stand with your pops. Hey, listen, man. Fifth, I don't appreciate how you did that. You know what I'm saying? I know you feel a certain type of way, but I don't appreciate that shit, man. And, we need to have a conversation. And if not, fuck it. That's what you supposed to did. Listen, man, social family gang. I'm gonna address that just cause I seen it, right? That's what I mean by select politicking. Well, 6ix9ine didn't care neither. You understand what I'm saying? Lil Woody out there in Atlanta, he didn't care neither. Rats don't normally care, B. When you are willing to tell or talk, you don't normally care. But let me correct you on that. 50 did care. That's why he kind of like hid it in his music. 50 understood what he was doing, but he hid it in his music. Almost like Big Meech with the third party cooperation. It's like, nah, it's not really telling because it's just a rap song, and who's really gonna get locked up for a rap song, and it ain't all that and it ain't all this. But it is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. We do now know that rap songs have been getting people interrogated and investigated and locked up. So I don't know what you mean. We say he doesn't care about this, he didn't care. Listen, man, that is what it is. That is what it is. Like, nigga shot you up, X, Y, and Z. You handle that like that. But you took those bullets because you said those men names in those songs. Like, what are you talking, B? Like, that's the type of shit where I'm from, get your mama house shot up. Like that shit gonna go all the way left. I go in the song and say, such and such is the CEO and he the hitman. Like, what? Preem is the businessman, Prince is the killer. And this shit ain't fiction. This is real life. Preem is really the businessman and Prince is really the killer. He really killing people. And you said it on the song? I gotta take my hands off that. All right? So in Virginia, we don't do select politicking. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. That's why I say that. Because I live by that. These are words to live by. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. Now let's talk. Lil Meech, that's where you messed up at. You supposed to stood with your daddy, and you supposed to stood with your pops, man. Right or wrong. Right or wrong, you supposed to stood with your pops. Yo, pops ain't really understanding this whole, he new to all this. I'm going to sit down and talk with him, And you got to ask yourself this question as well. Why is Big Meech needing money from Rick Ross? Like, the whole BMF series is out. The whole situation is going down. Niggas done made millions of dollars off this shit. Why is Big Meech in need of money for his bills? Nobody ain't asking these questions. Nobody ain't say, well, damn, why? In that text message, he said the money he's getting from Rick Ross is going to help him pay his bills. Why would Big Meech, if we in bed and we doing business, you done did my whole life story, why? Why do I need to get money for bills? Why he ain't? Big Meech should be in a position where he could have been like, nah, salute to you, Rick Ross. I appreciate you. But right now I'm doing business with 50. Money's good. Bills is paid. I'm balling. I'm living life. I give you the, the okay to do the whole concert, but I ain't going to be there. I ain't promoting it. I ain't got nothing to do with it. You got a song with my name in it. I respect that. So you could get a bag off the concert, but I'm in bed with, 50, and we getting money right now. We getting money right now. Why do he need money for his bills, homie? Salute, Gotti. I see you in the chat. Yeah. Something, again, for me, right? I look at everything from a bird eye view, and then I really dissect it. I'm not like everybody else that just running with the narrative, just running with the situation, and just running with it. Nah, homie, like, let's really look into this. That man, Lil Meech said, I take the clothes off my back. I'm loyal to you. But my dad, he just took that money from Rick Ross because he need to be able to pay his bills until the next season start. Why his bills ain't paid, Fifth? Come on, son. Somebody got to say this. And again, I see a lot of you YouTubers. I see a lot of you bloggers. I see a lot of you rappers. Y'all want to be saved. Y'all hoping that 50 Cent is going to save you. And salute to y'all. I ain't hating. Get your money. But over here, we got to keep it all the way funky, right? That was something that really stuck out to me. Why would he say that? Why would Big Meech have to do promotion? Why would he have to get, because you got to understand something. It's a business. I'm going to pay you this money. I want you to promote this concert. I want you to be on camera with me promoting the concert. And we're going to talk and we're going to blow this shit up. Why would he have to take the money and do all that? Why he ain't already, where's the millions at? Nobody ain't asking that question. Everybody just dick riding. Everybody just, they just own it. They just own it. You know what I'm saying? They just riding it like a mountain bike. They just own it. Now let's move forward. I want to ask this question as well. We already talked about 50 Cent, Ghetto Quran, Many Men, you know, the song on the massacre where he's talking, he's a third person cooperation. He's ratting on wax. Like 50 Cent is the first rapper to tell on wax, right? But let me address this. A lot of you dudes is on YouTube, y'all saying that China Brim shouldn't be platforming rats. You know, it's a lot of dudes on YouTube that's making a whole big fuss out of my homie. You know what I'm saying? Salute the 05 voter movement. I'm still rocking with you, homie. I ain't, nah, we ain't doing that. But a lot of y'all is feeling away about China Brim and Harlem Legend platforming rats. Y'all feel like that's a problem. Y'all feel like that's an issue. Y'all feel like dudes that stand-up dudes should not be talking or platforming or doing any type of work with rats, right? But 50 Cent is good, though. So China Brim, he can't platform a rat, but 50 Cent got a rat number in his phone, and he talking to a rat on the phone. And y'all don't, and that's okay. That's all right. Nobody cares about that. See? That's why I'm telling you, B. The game is wicked. It get deep, it get wicked, and it's always deep in a rap. Why is 50 Cent on the phone with Tammy Cowan? And again, 50, I don't know. I never thought I'd see the day where 50 was losing integrity, where he would sell his integrity. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, you forgetting the laws of the streets, and you was already telling. So Tammy Cowan, right? Let's talk about this chick. You know, she was a jump off for BMF. Blue Da Vinci used to smash her. Big Meech used to smash her. Everybody was plucking off, right? She's a ride or die. She one of the ones that's for the crew. Everybody gonna hit her. She gonna ride. If we want to put the business in your name, if we want to put a house in your name, if we want to put a car in your name, she one of those chicks that's gonna do that, right? She got in bed with the feds for Big Meech. That was the story is. That's what they saying. She set up Cuffy. She did a bunch of other things, you know, for Meech. Meech got out of jail and went back to his old lady. Meech got out of jail and he didn't link up with Tammy Cowan. So now you got a scorn jump off. You got a female that's scorned. I done did all of this shit for you. I done turned to a federal informant. I done put Cuffy in jail. I done took BMF, got it to 50 Cent, made all this money. And when you get out of jail, now you done took the business from me. You done went back to your wife. You ain't rocking with me. Right? That's first off. Never listen to a scorned female. I don't care, man. I don't care. If you get with a female and she talking bad about her ex nigga, you know what I'm saying? Beware of that type. Don't listen to that shit. That's rule number one is, man, we know better than to listen to your baby mama. Because she going to talk bad on you, even if she was sucking you off, but now she going to talk bad about you. That's first, right? Secondly, never listen to a rat, a federal informant. The paperwork is the paperwork. She testified she got on the stand and testified that Big Meech was involved with this shit. That they did this whole thing to get that time cut. That's it. That's why I call Big Meech. That's why I know he was down with it. That's why Big Meech is a rat, because he was down with it. Because she testified to that. But 50 Cent got her number in his phone. They got each other's phone number. They in direct contact with a rat. And y'all cool with that. Oh, it's okay, 50 Cent. Oh, you don't? Okay, let me show you. You don't believe me? Listen to this. You don't believe me. Listen to this.
But I agree.
So, we'll just let it be told when the story gets told. Yeah, and I'm only going to stick to the truth and keep it pushing, right? That's it. That's all it is. I agree. That's unfortunate, right? Yeah. It really is, but I agree. So, we'll just let it be told when the story gets told. Yeah, and I'm only going to stick to the truth and keep it pushing, right? That's it. That's all it is. I agree. That's unfortunate, right?
So China Brim can't platform rats. China Brim can't do content with rats. He can't talk to rats. You got Zip with the Drip. You got all these dudes. They take it. They say they're not rocking with China no more because he platforming rats. But 50 Cent is on a phone. They got each other number with a fucking full-blown confidential informant. A third, come on, son. Tammy Cowan, Desiree Perez. These motherfuckers taking that whole, yo, come on, some Mexican cartels, B. And I'm gonna say something, yo. GFTV, come on, man. Don't let this linen fool you, homie. Don't let this Forest Green family reunion shirt fool you, man. This just what it looked like when you make it to the other side. This what it looked like when you get out the streets and you make it to the other side, homie. This what it looked like when you make it out the streets, you become a tax-paying citizen, a homeowner, the head of your goddamn household. You understand? And you able to take it to the next level. But don't ever get it. Don't let this family reunion linen right here confuse you like I ain't never been in the streets. But you know what, GFTV? I ain't never ratted on nobody. I done been to jail and all that. I ain't got to go down my resume, but I ain't never told on nobody. I ain't never been in an interrogation room, and I ain't never told on nobody like the Ghetto Quran. And I ain't never had a rat phone number in my phone. Harlem Legend, I see you in the chat. I think it's only right that I speak on this, Harlem. When you got all these YouTubers talking about China and talking about 050 and talking about, yo, why y'all platforming rats? But then they want to dick ride 50 Cent. And 50 Cent is in business with a rat. He got the phone number of a rat. He platformed a rat. He was on songs ratting. Woo! What we talking about? These YouTube streets is real, homie. And you might wanna check your resume for you step in these YouTube streets. This shit ain't rap, homie. This ain't the industry. You ain't talk about China and Harlem, but 50 Cent is he's on the phone with a rat.
Yeah, it really is, but I agree. So, we'll just let it be told when the story gets told. Yeah, and I'm only going to stick to the truth and keep it pushing, right? That's it. That's all it is. I agree. That's unfortunate, right? Yeah. It really is, but I agree. So, we'll just let it be told when the story gets told. Yeah, and I'm only going to stick to the truth and keep it pushing, right? That's it. That's all it is.
50 on the phone talking about something. Yeah. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He on the phone. He's on the phone with a confidential informant. So again, let's really keep this 100, B. Let's keep this all the way funky. Preem was the businessman and Prince was the killer. Why would you? What are we doing? What are we doing? And Preem was the businessman and Prince ass was really a killer. And you said that on the Ghetto Quran. And now, fast forward, you done did a whole BMF series with a rat. You saying Meech a rat? Well, you in bed with Meech. You saying this Tammy Cowan is a rat, and you in bed with Tammy Cowan, whatever. And on top of all that, you platforming. So now what you about to do? 444, more health, more wealth, more prosperity. I put that into the universe with those 3 4s. So you telling me, 50, China Brim can't platform a rat, but you about to do a whole documentary and platform a fucking rat. Come on, man. Yo, this shit is getting filthy. It's filthy in these YouTube streets. And I might be the only blogger, the only content creator that's going against the water. I'm going against the tide. I'm going against the grain on this. You exposing Big Meech is really exposing yourself. You talking about Big Meech is really putting a magnifying glass on you, 50. I'm not even worried about Meech. He's a rat. He's a rat. You got that off. Salute to you. You right. That man, Meech, is a rat. And this is not allegedly. I'm not standing on that. But now I'm looking at you, 50, because didn't you do business with him? Ain't y'all on y'all third season of BMF? Y'all on so you got 3 seasons of rat business. You on season number 3 of rat business. Didn't you have to do business with Tammy Cowan because Meech was locked up? So didn't you have to sit down with a rat? Didn't you have to sign paperwork with a rat? Didn't you have to get money with a rat? What the fuck that make you? And again, right? You got all of these. I'm trying not to be biased on, you know what I'm saying, but you got these New Yorkers. They want 50. They with 50. Yo, go 50, go 50, go. Go 50, go 50. Go. They on Instagram and YouTube, they saying go 50, go. But then China Brim, he want to sit down with a rat. Harlem Legend, they want to platform a rat to let the rat tell his side of the story. You know what I'm saying? They got the rat up there, he telling his side of the story. You know? And these same bloggers and these same YouTubers is, no, yo, you know what I'm saying? Harlem Legend and China Brim, they platforming rats and all that. I ain't, no, son. No, you know what I'm saying? Why you doing? You got motherfucking Shotty calling home from jail. Talk about rats. Don't do this and don't do that and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. Come on, son. Come on, B. What we doing? I gotta speak on that. Why is it okay for 50 Cent to platform rats, do business with rats, get on songs and rap, but as soon as we want to do our platforming thing and our independent content creation, it's a problem. 50 is on the phone with a rat. Yeah. You got to. Now I came today. I put on my uncle. This is the Unc linen right here. This that linen you don't put no shirt on under it. Come over to the family reunion. Come over to the Memorial Day cookout. Slide up on you. Oh, what's going on, GMB TV? What's good with you, Unc? What's good with you, youngster? You all right? How your grades, man? Everything doing good in school? Let me see your report card. Oh, word, that look good right there. Here go a couple hundred. How your mama doing? You know, when you get, I put this linen on right here today because I wanted to keep cool while I'm wilding you dudes up. I wanted to keep cool. I smell like baby powder right now. Right now. I made sure not to put the baby powder. I ain't that old. I don't want it on top of my neck. I got the baby powder everywhere else, though. Yeah, I put the linen on it there. I say, hold up, homie. Let me put the linen on. Talk to these young niggas. Youngster, let me holler at you. Hey, come here, youngster. Let me holler at you. Everything good? How your mama doing? She doing good? Tell your mama you saw G&B at the cookout. Tell your mama I had that shit on. Oh, yeah, OG, I'ma let her know. Yo, OG, hey, Unc, I'ma let her know. Yeah, you do that. You do that. Yeah. Shirt get buckled on a little bit, show a little chest. You know what I mean? Make sure that you got to make sure the gold is tangled up right there. You ain't an OG. You ain't big dogging it unless the chains is tangled up right there, up under the linen. Make sure it's under the linen. Don't you put it outside. You make sure it's under the linen. This direct to consumer. 400 and some odd people in this live chat. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. This is direct to consumer, baby. I don't got no background, no microphone. I'm talking directly into the phone. I think Hassan Campbell might be the only one doing this. Me and Haas. 50 Cent. You stole from Ja Rule, homie. I saw what you did a long time ago. You ended his career and you started singing. We done got to a day and age where you got 50 Cent on the phone with a rat. Now, I wanna kind of drop something that, you know, we could get off the rat issue. 50 Cent has a son out there that look just like him, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I'm not gonna speak on their relationship or what they got going on. You know, I ain't got nothing to do with that. You understand what I'm saying? But he had a message for the world and he had a message for the youth and he wanted to say something. So I just felt that the downloads is telling me to let his son get his voice out there and speak on my platform. It is what it is and it'll be what it's going to be. Nah, Meech rat. Meech is a rat. Meech told. It's a third-party cooperation. It is what it is, homie. Ain't no use. I know you want to fight it, but it is what it is, homie. Tammy Cowan was sent by Big Meech. If he knew it or not, she was a federal informant. And if you, it don't matter. That's why I'm saying, you know, we want to build everything around the Italian mob. We want to be like the mob. You want to call it the Black Mafia family. Well, in the Mafia, you would have got your head knocked off. You would have got whacked for bringing Tammy Cowan around Cuffy and around the Amigos. You don't get to say you didn't know. You don't get to say I didn't know. Well, you should have did your fucking homework. You signed over the rights to BMF to a rat. Big Meech is a rat, homie. Sorry. But guess what? 50. I'm just saying, it's certain things that 50 did that would put him in that same category. I don't want to just say that 50 is that, but I'm just saying 50 has done things that rats do. 50 has participated and 50 has partaken in certain activities that rats partake in. Hey, come here real quick. Let's get some cheese in here yeah, let's get some more cheese. You got some, what you like, mozzarella? Preem is the businessman and Prince was the killer. That's rat activity. I mean, 50 see everything else. 50, 50. You see everything else, don't you? You see everything else that's going on in these YouTube streets, don't you? Let's let his son talk. Big salute to the chat.
I woke up today and I had this overwhelming thought in my head. And I think that something is telling me to tell y'all or share this message with y'all. So I feel like it's somebody out here, or maybe it's just a bunch of people out here that need to hear this. And it was like, you thought you were special. You really thought you were special. Who told you you were special? You thought you were special.
Yeah. And I you know, salute the 50 son, you know what I'm saying? He looked just like his pops, for real. That shit is crazy. That nigga looked just like 50. Word, right? But you know, when I heard him say that, I just said to myself, like, yeah, you know, it get deep, it get wicked, and it's always deep in the rap. And, you know, Lil Meech, if he don't rock with his own son like that over certain situations, You should have stood with your pops, homie. You should have stood next to your pops. Take that lick. You know what I mean? If it ain't working out, stand with your pops, man. Don't never send no text to 50 or somebody like that talking the way you was talking, nigga. You know what I mean? It really discredited you. And we all lost a lot of respect for you reading those text messages. You would take your shirt off your back for, come on, son. Come on, be like, 50 is an opportunist. He's a businessman. He's a hustler. He put you through school. He looked out for you. You know, he wanted to make the BMF shit as real as possible. And who else could play Big Meech but his son that looked just like him? 444. I'm seeing that number a lot. It means some paper coming. So don't ever get it confused like you was special to 50. Don't ever get it. 50 is a hustler, B. If you didn't look like your dad and you was dark-skinned and you couldn't play Big Meech, your ass wouldn't have been in acting school. Your ass wouldn't have been playing in BMF. And your ass, it just is what it is. You know, if Big Meech you would have been the son that don't look like him. Come on, son. So big salute to 50's son. I don't know what he's doing. Hopefully, you know, he's 50's son. So I'm sure he's making a way for himself and all that. As far as their relationship, I understand how things could get choppy, so I'm not going to talk about that. You know, I'm a father, man. I'm a father. I'm a man. I'm not perfect. I understand how things could go left with your baby mama, and I understand exactly how your baby mama could influence your child and things could get choppy. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it takes for your child to turn 18. It takes for your child to grow up. It takes for your child to start realizing, like, you know what I'm saying? Because the older we get, we can look at our mothers and we say, okay, it's hard to see the flaw in our mothers when we young, but when we become grown, we can see certain things. So I ain't mad at that. You know what I'm saying? His mama kind of had him talking crazy. His mama had him talking crazy, homie. And, you know, it is what it is and it'll be what it's going to be. So salute to 50 son, but I did want to throw that out there, you know. You not special. So don't, you know, you wrote that text. That's why he posted it. He posted the text messages. You know what I'm saying? You thought you was dealing with the old 50. This 50 right here is a business 50. This is not the street nigga this is not the 50, the mixtape 50. This is the 50 that's gonna lay down in bed with a rat so he could get the BMF deal. He gonna lay down and do business with a whole confidential informant so that he could land that movie and he could bring it to the white, because he brought it to stars. Think about what I'm saying to you. 50 got that shit from BMF. He got that from Meech. He got in bed with a rat, and he took that story right to the white people. He took that story right to he took it right to them people. So you put that man on a pedestal he don't belong on. And you know, listen, man, you know, I understand that, you know, and I respect that too. Like, these dudes done made so much money, bro, they don't care. And I ain't mad at that. You know what I'm saying? But what I do understand is a lot of the people that have not made those millions, a lot of the people that's not up under the higher ups and the elites, they do care. And not only do they care, but they will follow. They will emulate what they see 50 doing. And it takes somebody to keep it all the way 100 so that you can see both sides of the coin. It's two sides to a 50-cent coin, homie. You can flick it. It's the head and it's the tails. It's two sides to a 50-cent coin, my G. Heads and tails. So that's why I'm coming from this angle. You know what I mean? We started with Ja Rule. We started with Irv Gotti. We started with that because that's where it began at. That's where I started understanding, like, damn, what's going on? But then, you know, even before that, Ghetto Quran. That song is pivotal. It is a staple in hip-hop history. The first time we ever heard somebody really break down a drug organization on wax, say names, point out their actual detail, their actual titles, and say that shit on wax. It was so crazy, he got shot over it. Come on, son. Fast forward in present time, hey, listen, I'm not sitting down with no rats because I don't get down in rat business. That ain't really my business. That ain't really my lane. That ain't really what I do on YouTube anyway. But my homies 050, Harlem Legend, China Brim, you know, they talk to everybody. They talk to the gangsters. They talk to the informants. They talk to everybody. So we gonna look down on them and try to discredit their platform and try to play games with the whole movement, and then we gonna praise 50 for come on, son. Come on, man. Ain't no motherfucking way. Ain't no way possible.
I agree. That's unfortunate, right? Yeah. It really is. But I agree. So, you know, we'll just let it be told when the story gets told. Yeah. And I'm only going to stick to the truth and keep it pushing, right? That's it. That's all it is. I agree. That's unfortunate, right? Yeah. It really is. But I agree. So, you know, we'll just let it be told when the story gets told. Yeah. And I'm only going to stick to the truth and keep it pushing, right? That's it. That's all it is.
Hey, Charlie, I agree with you on that. All publicity is good publicity for the most part, right? But these business moves that 50 is making right now are not the same business moves that the mixtape 50, the get rich or die trying, that young militant black 50 that back in the day would have took. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't think that 50 Cent would have got in bed with this lady just to have that BMF story. He would have been like, nah, because your intent, because all publicity is good publicity, but some publicity is going to expose you. This publicity that 50 is doing right here is nasty work. It ain't not one part of it that I thought 50 was, you know, the war general that I remember. That war general that I remember him being, right? Very strategic. I think 50 got in his feelings, and I think that's why it's rubbing me the wrong way. We not really used to seeing 50 Cent in his feelings, feeling some type of way, reacting off of his feelings. Cause this is what he saw that picture with Rick Ross and he got upset about it. And the first thing he did is jump on the internet and start doing what he doing. And it's not sitting well. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't resonating like it did with Ja Rule and all that. It's actually making it's not just me. It's a lot of people that's tapped in with me that's saying the same thing. They saying, hold up, homie, like, okay, Meech a rat, but you in bed with him. You in bed with him, bruh. You doing business with him. You done made money with him. Come on, son. Like, come on, son. Let's be, yo, China Brim and Harlem Legend, X, Y, blah, 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 za. But it's like, nigga, you was on Clash of the Titans with them niggas before GMB. You done got on panels with these dudes before. Like, you gotta really be able to look at what you doing and make strategic moves off of it. If we ain't rocking, we just ain't rocking. But I can't get in my feelings and get to talking about I'm gonna you exposing yourself, exposing him. Real niggas, real men is gonna ask, how long did you know you was in bed with a rat, Fifth? You on your 3rd season. You can't tell me you just finding out she was a rat and Meech was. How long did you know? How much did you pay Meech? Why is he out here doing gigs and concerts and shit? Why is this nigga doing promotion with Rick Ross? Why do he need money to pay his bills? Matter of fact, that bring me back to Ghetto Quran. Why did you say their names in that song like that? What was you trying to do? What was your angle, B? Why would you say their name in the song? Now look like, now it's starting to look a certain way. Now we saying to ourselves, hold up, homie. You trying to expose and get publicity and shit. That publicity is gonna backfire sometime when you doing it. You doing it for the wrong reasons. You should have said something to Meech behind closed doors. Yo, Meech, holla at me. What's up, Fifth? Yo, listen, I don't rock with that nigga. Rick Ross, confidential. That nigga's an ex-CO. I don't rock with him. What you doing with him? Oh, no, he was going to give me a couple of $100,000. He said, you know, I'm going to get 250 up front. I just need money to pay my bills. Fifth, all right, look. This shit shouldn't even have been a conversation. When Meech got out of jail, he's supposed to have some millions, I guess. Y'all on the 3rd season. He's supposed to have some millions. And when y'all sat down at the round table, you supposed to told him, listen, it's a new day, Meech. This ain't 2002, homie. It's a couple of people out there that I'm not rocking with, and you can't be seen with these niggas. What you mean, Fifth? Rick Ross, The Game, blase blah, blase blah. Stand clear of them dudes for right now. But what if they come in with a bag, Fifth? You already got a bag. Here you go. That's you. Take care of your family. Go handle your business. Lay low for about a year. Don't do no business with nobody. We in bed with stars. Don't rub no. You supposed to win over the. You supposed to win, but see, you didn't do that because obviously that man ain't getting some money. Some money ain't showed up. The man need money to pay his bills. Rick Ross is a chess player. Rick Ross said, "Yo, this nigga hurting. Yo, listen, man, reach out to Meech. Tell him I got 500,000 for him. I got 500K. We gonna do a show that's gonna bring in another 500 for him, and I'm gonna give him $1 million straight." That nigga Meech on camera. Yo, Sexy Red, Lil Baby, Peasy. We got everybody. Rick Ross, the boss. He called that nigga the biggest boss. Big Meech called that nigga the biggest boss. That motherfucking money talk, B. So again, everybody's so quick to hop on the pogo stick when it come to 50. I'm just not one of them dudes. That New York, that shit don't move me, homie. You got some explaining to do. Why the fuck was you talking on the phone with a rat? Do you got her number or do she got your number? Tell me that, Fifth. Fifth, tell me that. Do you got Tammy Cohen's number or do Tammy Cohen got your number? Which way is it? Tell me that. Who called who, Fifth? Did you call Tammy or did Tammy call you? See? See how this shit work? All publicity, I don't know. I guess it's good publicity. But is it? Is it really all good? Because now I'm looking at Fifth, you was on the phone with a rat. Who called who, man? You got her number in your phone? You got Tammy Cowan's number in your phone, Fifth? Or do she got your number in her phone? You know the they can use a window shopper. Mad at me. I think I know why. They can use a window shopper. At the jewelry store looking for shit you can't buy. And when I come around, niggas wanna get fringy. A nigga know you're not more than know gonna link me. A nigga know the time what I've been through. A nigga, yeah. You stole that shit from Ja Rule right there. You took that from Rule right there. Nigga use a window shopper. Mad at me. I think I know why. Woo! Ooh, Jesus, boy, I had to let that out. I'm feeling that. I just want to let that out. The download would download. It said, get the harmonizing for nigga use a window shopper. Mad at me. I think I know why. When I come slam through the whip and they see me, coming in with a kamikaze and a bleepy. And the moon about what I've been through. They can talk it big like the game that I've been through. And I got the top down, and I keep the system crunk. Nigga, when we roll and roll, I got the top down, quick to put a hole in the chop. Nigga, come rolling. That's Ja Rule. You've been stealing and talking for a long time. Mad at me? I think I know why. Ooh-wee. Yeah, that was good right there. I need to get that out. I love the music. I love 50 music. You know what I'm saying? That's one of my favorite songs to this day. I'm probably gonna listen to it when I get in the car. Yeah, that's Ja Rule, son. Nigga took Rule whole style. Nigga. That shit was nasty work what he did to Ja Rule. It stepped on his career and started singing. Nigga use a window shopper. Hang, I got the top down. Hanging with the system dump. Nigga, when we roll and roll, I put the drop down. Quick to put a hole in the chump. Nigga, go we rolling, rolling. Who called who, 50? Did you call Tammy? Hold on. Listen to this shit right here. Did you call Tammy? Look at this shit.
I agree. It's unfortunate, right? Yeah. It really is, but I agree. So, we'll just let it be told when the story gets told. Yeah. And I'm only going to stick to the truth and keep it pushing, right?
That's it. That's all it is.
I agree. It's unfortunate, right?
Yeah.
It really is, but I agree. So, we'll just let it be told when the story gets told. Yeah. And I'm only going to stick to the truth and keep it pushing, right?
That's it. That's all it is.
Oh, so now you want to stick to the truth. After you got Cuffy locked up, after you got in bed with Big Meech and y'all concocted a whole goddamn grand scheme and plan to rat and tell on these people, after you got the Migo, the plug, after you got him 40 years, now all of a sudden you get with 50 and you want to tell the truth and keep it moving. Whew. I got a couple dollars for you, man. What's going on? Your grades is good. Everything going on. It's good school. Well, listen, man, I got a couple dollars for you, man. Tell your mama I said hey. Tell your mama GMB TV said hey. Tell your mama you saw me at the cookout and I had that shit on. Tell her I had that. Yeah, the linen. Tell her, make sure you let her know it was the forest green. It was a forest green goddamn linen. Silk linen on. Chains all tangled up. Make sure you describe it right, youngster. I got a couple hundred for you. There you go. She gonna ask, oh no, don't worry about it. She gonna ask you what he was doing, how he was looking. You make sure you tell her, oh, there he had them chains tangled up, got a bunch of gold up under his goddamn linen. Oh, he had linen. Yeah, he had that forest green linen on. Chest out. He was, he was doing it. Unc on his shit. Unc had that shit on. You make sure you tell your mama that. Yeah. I'm good now. I feel better. The downloads have downloaded. Let's get 200 likes in here. Let's get up to 200 likes. Salute to the chat. 5-0, you got something. Who called who, 5-0? Did you call Tammy or did she call you? Yeah, I got the top down. You can hear the system dump. Hey, good when we rolling, rolling, rolling. Shut your block down. Quick to put a hole in the chump. All right. It is what it is. So listen, man, you already know what time it is. R.I.P. man to Irv Gotti. You know what I mean? And before I leave, I want to end on how I started. How I started is how I want to end. You understand me? And R.I.P. to Irv Gotti. Health is wealth. It doesn't matter how much money, it doesn't matter how much fame and fortune that you have if you don't have your health overall. You understand? R.I.P. to a hip hop legend, man. R.I.P. to a hip hop historian. A guy that actually constructed a huge part of the soundtrack of my younger days, my younger life. A lot of the music that I listened to growing up, Irv Gotti had a hand in the pot, all the way from Jay-Z. Irv did the song Can I Live? Can I Live? Da, da. My mind is infested with sick thoughts that circle like a Lexus. If driven wrong, it's sure to hurt you. Do level like duplexes. Community, my crew and me commit atrocities like we had immunity. You guessed it. Like he produced that track. He did that beat. Used to be my dog. He was in my left titty. Screenwriter died. Thought you would die with me. Found out you can't even ride with me. Now it's a war and you ain't on the side. Get wet, niggas get wet. Stay dry, don't cross me. I can peep the snake eye. Just lost me, like a shadow in the dark. Like Irv, give me goosebumps when Irv produced these tracks. Always on time, gave you my heart. Like he yeah, R.I.P. to a legend, man. R.I.P. to a legend, my G. And, you know, 52 or 54 is way too young. Way too young. Health is the only wealth. $100 million and you sick, it don't matter. $1 trillion and you in the hospital and you sick, or you on dialysis, or you got you know you having strokes, it don't matter. You know, the food is poison, the water is poison, the air is poison. The only way to stop this war, the only way to fight this war that's going on through the food and through the water is fasting, moderation and fasting. And last but not least, man, let's not take anything too seriously. Stress, anxiety, anxiousness, these things are some of the top killers in America. Let's not take everything so serious. Anything that you got going on in your life, man, if it's money, if it's whatever it is, family, relationships, marriage, whatever, let's not allow it to stress you out. Let's not allow it to stress us out. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's really take control of this. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of years on our life. We got a lot to give the world. We got a lot to produce. We got a lot of love to give. And a lot of the things that we worry about, the majority of the things that we stress about ain't even worth it. These things will not be on your mind when you on your deathbed. These things will not cross your mind when, you are approaching the end of the road. When you are approaching, death, bro, you're not going to care. So and I want to say this out loud, like I'm applying that to my life. These are words to live by. These are words that I live by. I'm applying it to my life. I'm not stressing over nothing. I don't care. Wife, kids, money, nothing. I'm not going to stress. I'm not going, nah. Shit going to roll over my shoulder like a grain of salt. Do what you do it how you do it. I'm not never, nah. Charlie P, man, I'm glad you said that. That album is a classic. A classic. Ja Rule first album, classic, man. Classic, man. Don't deny the blaze, my nigga. Won't not play, my nigga. Do-do-do-do. Cause I'm a nigga for life. The blaze, my nigga. Don't deny the play, my nigga. Don't deny the blaze, my nigga. Who that bitch at? 21-year-old, high commodity, coming out of bum deal lottery, blow like sodomy, put it on your bitch ass quite properly. I suggest you keep all eyes on me and don't sleep. As it is, I'm hiding critique, pussy, money, murder, small mama steep. You feeling me? Yo, what? Nigga, what? Yo, 50 bit all that shit. That nigga bit all that shit. That nigga Ja was on that first album singing, bro. Don't deny the blaze, my nigga. Won't you fly the flame? Yo, that was my favorite song. That shit changed my whole outlook when I first heard it. Cause I'm a nigga for life. Like, he was saying, like, it's all right to be that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all right to be a thug, a nigga, whatever we are. You know what I mean? Like, Ja was the first. Like, I think it was a bad hit on hip hop for 50 to stomp out Ja Rule's shine. Like singing and like tapping into those frequencies that Ja was tapping into, 50 couldn't tap into that. You know what I mean? And it was all because he was hating, bro. Don't deny the blaze, my nigga. But yeah, so let's just stay focused, man, and RIP to a legend. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I did my due diligence just in the name of Irv Gotti, RIP to a legend. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get at you for playing like that. Talking about smoking Gotti pack and all that shit ain't cute, nigga. You a grown ass man. Like, you got a lot of money, cool. But the dudes who worship money, the ones who fall the fastest. You dudes who worship 50 cent money, you the dudes that's gonna get holed out. That's why you get holed out. So listen, man, you already know what time it is. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. Feel what I'm saying? You can tap in, you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest? And I suggest that you tap in. Listen, I suggest you tap into this Grown Man Business I suggest you tap into this grown man content at all times. You already know what it is. Straight off the brick into the bottles. Straight off the brick into the bottle. Straight, raw, pure, uncut, no extras, no preservatives. We not sugarcoat nothing, and we not dressing nothing up. I'm going to give you that game straight dope, straight raw. No extras, no quinine, no baking soda, no fentanyl. We ain't tap dancing on this dope. It's straight off the brick into the bottles. R.I.P. to Irv Gotti. R.I.P. to a hip-hop legend. You know what I'm saying? You know, fifth, man, you got some explaining to do. I broke down exactly how you took from Ja Rule, stepped on his career, how you was talking in the Ghetto Quran, how you was talking in Many Men, how you was talking on the Massacre album when you was telling about Allen Iverson and my Newport News and the homies that was selling you guns and all that, how you got checked by Allen Iverson. You was the first rapper to talk on wax. You was the first rapper to dry snitch on wax from what we remember. The first rapper I ever heard do that. Now you in bed with a federal informant. Now you doing documentaries and you doing sit-downs and you having phone calls with a federal informant. So you calling Big Meech a rat, but you partaking in some activity, homie. And you got some fucking explaining to do. Last but not least, I'ma flame up any of you rappers or you artists, especially you legendary artists in hip hop, you old heads, you grown men that play like you a drill rapper. I'ma flame you up. That's why 50 Cent got the business, because, you know, 1 minute you gonna be telling the youngsters not to diss the dead and then you diss the dead. I'm stepping on that. I'm stepping on that. So you smoking the Gotti pack? Well, it's looking like you got rat activity. You done did some rat shit in your career that you need to speak on, 50. Before you smoke that Gotti pack, before you roll that pack up that you was talking about, you need to explain all this rat shit that I just talked about in this live stream. Hold up, 50-50. Put the Gotti pack down. Don't light it yet, because his family ain't even buried him, and his family is grieving. And you talking about a Gotti pack. So before you smoke that Gotti pack, tell me, do you got Tammy Cohen's number or do she got your number? Tell us who called who. Because I'm sure you got her number in your phone. A rat. You platforming a rat. You told on Preem and you told on Prince. So before you smoke that Gotti pack of a hip-hop legend, explain yourself, homie. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? You already know how we do. You can tap in or you can tap out. But you know my slogan. You know what I suggest? And I suggest you tap in. Gang.